Hey, welcome back everybody. I'm going over all the patch notes, and you can see coming up next is R.Mika. Oops, hang on a second. Let me see here. There we go. R.Mika coming up here. Here we go. What am I gonna do here? Alright, so let's go over R.Mika now, right? So R.Mika change from all I've heard. Alright, so here we go. R.Mika throws against crouching people, reduce damage, reduce meter gain. Here we go. Standing light punch. Standing light punch has changed startup from 3 frames to 4 frames. Increased duration, so it's now a 4-frame startup, so she loses the 3-frame startup, the 3-frame button, and doesn't hit as far forward as it used to. But actually, on advantage, they actually gave it 1 more frame of hit advantage. That's really interesting to me. Okay, so there might actually be some really useful combos that you might be able to gain out of that now, depending on if she has some good moves that can combo after the standing light punch. So, standing medium punch. Standing medium punch. They increase the hurt box size forward, so it's easier to hit. The active frames have been reduced. They changed the advantage on hit from 7 to 8 frames. So she might actually be able to get some nice new combos after that. So that's pretty good. So standing medium punch, definitely easier to hit, but a little less active frames, but more advantage on hit. Standing heavy punch, increased damage. Okay, so she got actually 1 increased damage, so that's good. Okay. Crouching light punch, change the collision boxes and move forward. Probably the counter hit. Bug. Crouching medium punch, now grounded during the entire movement. So it's not going to avoid throws anymore, so that Fudo tech is not going to work. That's a big nerf to that move. That's a big nerf to that move. So that's kind of a shame, because that was always something super fun about that move. I'm actually kind of sad about that nerf. Crouching medium kick, longer hit stun, or more advantage. Crouching heavy punch, oh man. -4 to -6. -4 to -6. That's kind of bad, actually, to be honest with you. That move right there, being like that, that's kind of a problem. We need to go back to this again. We need to do this again. Has added crouching heavy kick, increased size of hurt box upwards. Only the increased size of hurt box has added projectile invincibility. Okay, so it's easier to kick. It's easier to hit above, but it can still slide under projectiles again. Jumping medium punch. This one's actually kind of interesting because it's got the knockdown now. So she has the new air target combo. The stomp chop. What the heck is the stomp chop? Stomp chop. Stomp chop is the target combo. This target combo now has reduced block pushback, so it's going to be easier to punish. Ooh. The shooting star combo. The shooting star combo. What is the shooting star combo? Someone's actually going to have to tell me what the hell the shooting star combo is for R.Mika, because I don't think I know what the shooting star combo is for her. Shooting star combo. Oh, that's the new target combo. God, I should just keep reading. This is actually going to be kind of neat, though. This is actually going to be kind of neat, because now that the jumping medium punch knocks down, she's going to, like Karin, she's going to be able to jump medium punch, land towards heavy punch into EX Flying Peach. So some air-to-airs for her is going to get scary. Lady Mika, which is the launcher, damage reduced. The Passion Press, of course, which is the clap. Oh boy, this is where it all goes down. So start up 2 frames slower. 7 more frames of recovery. 2 less active frames. On hit, only +0. So no more counter hit combos with it. Advantage on blocks, -2 to -8. Standardized hit and block stop for grounded and air damage. So now it is easier to react to when you do block it. Added hurt box defeat animation so you can sweep her easier. Now cancelable into rope throw on block. It was always cancelable into rope throw on block, wasn't it? I think what this means is that they probably increased the window so that you can't option select it anymore. Passion rope throw, forward and backwards, change duration of move. Opponent no longer hits wall mid-screen. Look, as much as people don't like Mika, as long as people are, as much as people hate this character, I dislike this change very much. I'm really sad about this change because I thought it was something that made her unique and really cool. I would have liked if they had kept it. I would have liked it if they just made it so that EX Flying Peach didn't juggle, so she didn't get any wall carries. But I like the wall bounce thing because it gave her a cool thing that like a Street Fighter character has never had. I just think that was I think that was just so much fun. If EX Flying Peach did not juggle, if it had no juggle ability, first hit, the rest whiffed, so you could quick rise and blow her up, then it would require her to do the wingless airplane follow-up more, and she wouldn't get the corner carry, so then she would still get the wall bounce, she would still get the cool little mix-ups and stuff like that. So I'm sad about this change, but c'est la vie. We'll see how it goes. V-skill, so gets armor faster. You don't lose the power effect even if you get hit by the opponent. Okay, so now there's more reason to do it. Reduced increased damage on throws at level 1 from 25 to 20. So the first one doesn't give you as much, but now there might be a reason to try to go for the second one. So if you charge it up, essentially until you whiff it, you got it. So that's kind of scary. That's actually kind of scary. That's a good buff. That's a good buff to make up for a lot of those things. But hang on a second. There was another... I don't see the standing hard kick. I could have swore there was a standing hard kick buff where it was -2 instead of being -4. That was one thing that they talked about that people were noticing at the PlayStation Experience. Maybe that's gone. Ooh, that's kind of... I thought that was going to be a crucial buff. V reversal, slower to start up, and probably less advantage on hit. Wingless airplane, remove proximity block box during move. So when she does it, your character doesn't get stuck in block stun animation. So that way if you're holding back and she activates it, you will start walking back, and as she flies over your head, you'll continue walking forward. Right now, if she does it right next to you, you get stuck in block stun until she passes over you, which gives you less time to chase it down. So that's actually a good change. I like that change. Rainbow Typhoon. That's the punch one, right? Yeah, the punch command throw. Okay, so just reduced meter gain on whiff, but increased it on hit and on block. How do you block? How do you block? Anyways, so they increased it on hit, so basically that way you get more damage. You get the same amount if it connects. Light kick brimstone. That's the kick command throw. Reduce the damage, reduce the meter gain and stuff like that. But they didn't say anything about recovery, so you still get mix-ups afterwards. So that's still pretty important. So the fact that she still has it, and the towards heavy punch, which is Lady Mika. Yeah, she still has that mix-up. I actually don't know if she's that nerfed, to be honest with you. It doesn't seem like it's that bad because she's still going to have the meaty fierce and the command throw mix-up. So that mix-up's still going to exist. So if she gets you in the corner, you're still going to die. It's just that now it's going to be a lot harder for her to get you in the corner. All she's going to do is, if she does hit you with clap and a throw, it's just going to be raw EX Flying Peach afterwards to get reduced corner carry. But if she gets you in the corner, I feel like she's going to blow you up still pretty badly. I don't think she's not that nerfed. She's nerfed for sure, but I don't know if it's as bad as people think. Okay. Yeah, mid-screen is going to be a problem. Trying to get people to the corner is going to be a pain, but I'm still not 100% convinced that it's as terrible as we think. Anyways, same thing with all the rest of the kick command throws. EX Shooting Peach. So this is the EX 4 frames recovery after the third attack. So if he hits you with it, she doesn't get as much advantage. Increase active frames of the second attack from 2 frames to 5 frames. I feel like that's just to make it so that it juggles better, so people can fall into it better, because a lot of times it would hit out of the air and the second hit would whiff. So they probably increase the active frames of it so people will fall on it, so she'll get better juggles. And increase of the hitbox forward during the third attack, so it has better range. Alright, Zangief now. Hurtbox on Wake Up. Adjusted hurtbox when changing direction. Okay, standard change there. Atomic drop for front and back throw. Reduced critical R. Yeah, whatever. Standing medium punch on hit. Better on hit and on block. Okay, I like that. I like that. Standing heavy punch. Change advantage on hits by 1 frame further. Hurtbox around his feet appears 3 frame faster. So they're trying to nerf the standing fierce a little bit, but if it hits, he has a slightly more of a frame advantage. Interesting. Standing heavy kick, change advantage on hit. Again, same kind of thing. Crouching light punch, change advantage on hit from +5 to +4. That's kind of a buff. I'm going to call that a buff. I'm going to call that a buff, and I will explain why. I'm going to call that a buff because if you do crouch light punch, and hit them, and you do an SPD, which is a 5 frame startup, you will never... Well, actually, because SPD has 2 active frames, so it would always grab them no matter what anyway. But on counter hit, if increases it to +5, then counter hit crouch light punch into spinning pile driver will never miss. So if you do crouching light punch counter hit into SPD, if it only increased so light moves on counter hit are increased by 1 frame, not 3 frames like the other ones, like the standard 3 frames on the other buttons. So before, if he was +5 and you counter hit with crouch light punch, he would get a +6. If you did an SPD on the fifth frame, the 5th frame and the 6th frame will still be in hit stun. Your SPD will whiff. So counter hit crouch light punch into SPD is a whiff. So now with this change being only +4, a counter hit is it always 2 frames? Even light buttons. Because in Street Fighter 4, it was 1 frame and 3 frames on the other 2. Did they change it in Street Fighter 5? So they said +2 universal. So they said it's +2 on lights. Okay, so if it's still +2 on lights, then that doesn't help that situation. It'll still make it so that it's +6, but it's less likely for you to whiff. There's a smaller window for you to have counter hit, crouch, light punch into SPD whiff. Okay. I'm gonna have to test that. I'm gonna test that. So I'll test that out. Okay, so +2 universal in Street Fighter 5, unlike Street Fighter 4. Okay, I was still going by Street Fighter 4 concept. So this might not be a buff. This might not be a buff. So crouching light kick on block is +1 to +2. See, these are all really kind of nice. making it +2, because now if you hit them with crouch light kick, it's a scarier situation now for the opponent, because now trying to jump away is easier to chase down with like standing roundhouses and stuff like that. Reduced hit pushback, delayed startup of special moves, 2 frame when canceled from this move. So crouching light kick into a special move is going to cancel slower. That's interesting. It's interesting. Okay. Crouch medium punch. Faster. I like that. I like that. Crouching heavy punch. Again, +1 to +2. So they made a lot of things +2. Wait a second. Actually, if they made all these moves +2, you should be able to link all of this stuff into supers. Could you always link them into... I'm trying to see right now. Yeah, you should always be able to link you in all of these things into supers now. Yeah. Okay. So now crouching light kick links into super. But I thought it always did, didn't it? Okay, I'm gonna have to test these out. Yeah, they always did on hit. So even though it was +1, it's still linked into critical art. This just means it's easier to link into critical art. Okay, well, jump light kick, jump medium punch, and jump heavy kick. Fixed airborne issue where airborne opponents hit by this move got knocked further away when the move has hit as a counter. Interesting. I didn't even know that was a problem. Headbutt towards fierce. Change such that a critical art gauge now increases when you absorb a projectile with this move. Oh, okay. That's cool. That's cool. That means that headbutt, projectile, cancel, you actually gain critical art now. V-trigger, cyclone lariat. Increased damage on first hit of button hold version. So increased damage, increased stun of second hit. Wait, how is this an increase? These are decreases. Increased stun hit first hit of button hold version 200 to 150. That's a decrease, sir. That's a decrease. Increased duration of moves. So I guess once he activates it, he stays activated for a long time. So that's cool. So he's not in much of a hurry to use it. Adjusted timer gauge reduction with the increased duration. Okay, that makes sense. So he drains more when using those when using the level 1, level 2, and the level 3. That makes sense. V reversal, muscle explosion. Startup is a little bit slower. Recovery is longer, but it's still the same on hit and block. Okay. Applied hit and projectile invincibility to entire move. Siberian Express increased from 200 to 250. That's the running bear grab. The EX1 also got a damage increase, increased the stun. The medium punch borscht dynamite. Only the medium punch? Oh, I see. Medium, heavy, and EX. Oh, so medium and heavy air SPDs give you better hit. So in other words, you have more of a frame advantage to be able to try to pressure the opponent. The air, medium, and heavy SPDs. EX Borscht Dynamite, more stun. Double Lariat. So this is the big one right here. First frames have more damage. You gain more critical art meter on whiff. However, the hitbox is increased upwards and inwards and forwards during spin. The hitbox increased in size to hit or make crouching opponents block when spinning. You can now move forward, back slightly sooner after starting this move. So what I had heard is that it makes it so that It always hits crouching people. So standing light kick into this move will hit a lot better. A lot better. Screw pile driver, spinning pile driver. So this is a universal change on a lot of the command throws. Less meter gain on whiff, but added that to when you actually grab people. But the interesting thing is they don't have any mention here about not being able to back roll. That was definitely happening at the PlayStation experience, that when he hit you with Lariat, you couldn't back roll, but I don't see that. So I don't think that that's a change here. I think that went away. Only the heavy screw spinning pile driver got a damage reduction, but after you grab them with it, you're actually closer to them. Huh. Interesting. So heavy spinning pile driver is going to give you even better setups than before. Same thing with EX spinning pile driver. That's good. That's good. Okay. But they got reduced in damage, which is not good. Dhalsim. Dhalsim. He gained 25 health. Yay! To that I say, he gained a whole 25 health. Yay for Dhalsim. Hurtbox, universal change, forward throw, blah, 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 standard changes. Oh, interesting. I did not even know that that was a thing. Okay, so there you go. Fix the bug on back throw. Standing light punch. Increased hitbox size during 2 frames. So, wow, they increased the hitbox size of the chop? Wow. On 2 or 3 frames. So this is a better anti-air now? Standing light punch is a better anti-air? Increase hurtbox up and forwards. Oh, okay. So, but it also got nerfed in the hitbox a little bit as well. So, increased distance. Airborne opponents are knocked back when hit. Standing light kick is much faster, so that's cool. Standing medium punch, advantage on hit +0 to +2. This is pretty big. So if you hit them with it, people have to respect your buttons a little bit more afterwards. So that's kind of nice. And it hits a little higher too. Now it is critical art cancelable, so I can punch someone from a screen away and cancel into a critical art. That's interesting. So that's going to be more of a setup, because they'll be stuck in block stun if you hit them once you activate the critical art. And now they have to think about trying to deal with the standing medium punch into critical art. I wonder what kind of new setups that you can come up with on that. Gonna have to test that one. Reduce size of hurtbox in downward direction during active frames. This is huge. This is great. Because if this means what I think it means, Necalli shouldn't be able to sweep his standing medium punch anymore. So using the priority system, Necalli could, from a screen away, whiff crouching heavy kicks. If Dhalsim punched him or whiff punished him, he lost this much. If they traded, the priority system would take over. He would get a crush counter. Dhalsim would fall over and Necalli would hop on over and be like, "Hi Dhalsim, are you ready to die now?" So hopefully this change means that the sweep won't actually crush counter the stand medium punches anymore. So that might be kind of nice for Dhalsim. Stand medium kick. Advantage, same thing with the standing medium punch. Now critical art cancelable. Better range. More range. Oh yeah, so Ken could sweep it. A lot of guys could sweep Dhalsim's standing medium punch. So hopefully they fix that. And then also a little harder to jump over. Standing heavy punch, faster. So now he has a 16 frame sweep, essentially. But hurtbox were added to the arms before they were fully extended. Fully extended hitbox starts at 18 frames. So in other words, for 2 frames, it's not a full distance hit. So in other words, you only get the full distance hit at 18 frames. And for those 2 frames beforehand, it looks like you can actually hit him. Change projectile invincibility frames on his upper body so he can go under fireballs better on there. And now it is critical art cancelable. I think we are definitely going to see a very critical art in 2017. Hey, okay. I've been waiting to make that pun for a while. Standing hard kick, a little bit faster as well. Reduced duration of the entire move. Advantage on hit from -3 to +4. Wow, that's huge. That's really buff. And now critical art cancelable. Crouching light punch. Crouching light punch. Rapid cancelable now into crouching. So he can go crouching light, crouching light, crouching light, crouching light, crouching light. Increased hit pushback, increased block pushback, increased active frames. That's standard. Crouching light kick, increased size of hurt box. So this is the slide. The part that was increased has projectile invincibility. So it's easier to hit the slide, but you can still slide under fireballs. Crouching medium punch, increased damage slightly. Crouching medium kick, increased damage slightly. Better on hit. Better on block, just by tiny bit. Increased size of hurt box, same thing. Easier to hit the slide with like jump attacks and stuff like that. Crouching heavy punch, change startup, so a little bit slower now for crouching heavy punch. Jumping heavy punch, slow down, which is fine, and reduce the size of the hitbox. Because jumping heavy punch was ridiculous. That was such a good button. Yoga upper, back and medium punch, change advantage on hit. So this is better on hit. This is this move. Increased size of hitbox in backwards directions. Maybe prevents people from crossing him up as easily. Move character center point forward. This is the counter hit bug. Yoga anvil, back and fierce. Increased size of hitbox forwards. Better anti-air range. Further anti-air range. Change so no longer moves backward during startup. I didn't even know that was a thing. V-skill float, increased standardized V-gauge meter gain for all follow-up moves. No change to drill, kick, or yoga gale. Change hurt box on feet with projectile invincible hurt box so he can V-skill over fireballs better. The forward version of it, same thing with the meter gain. The V-trigger. Flame carpet now also does damage to downed opponents. You can cook them on the floor. They are literally lying on the shish kebab and they are getting roasted while lying on the ground. So if you get sweep into V-trigger while they're lying on the ground, they are roasting, so it is not being wasted. Wow. And the startup of recoverable damage hitbox is faster. Now, I remember they changed it so that if you got hit out of it by a V reversal, the carpet didn't go away now at PSX. But that change is not listed here. So I'm going to have to test that. Unless that's what this change means. Startup of recoverable damage hitbox is faster. That might be what this change is. That because if you even V-reversaled him and hit him too late and the flame was out, you would not be able to get rid of the flame carpet. But now if the startup of recoverable damage hitbox is faster, that might mean it starts up faster so that if you V-reversal it, it doesn't go away. Interesting. Okay. Standard V-reversals, yoga teleport, increased hurt box. So easier to hit Dhalsim's teleport. And now Fang. Whew, this is going to be a while here. Oh, man. Okay, Fang. Hurt box, when character turns around, standard, forward throw, blah, blah, blah. All the standard thing. Back throw, all the standard thing. Standing light punch. +5 to +6. And +2 to +3 on block. That's really good. That's nice. Fang, standing light kick. Hitbox startup has been changed 5 to 6. So slower on standing light kick. Advantage on hit, however, has been improved. And advantage on block has been improved. Standing medium punch. Downward hitbox on second hit has been decreased. so it doesn't hit low as well. So it won't hit lower limbs as easily, I guess. Standing medium kick. Hitbox startup has been changed 5 frames to 6 frames. So slower stand medium kick. 1 frame has been added. Standing heavy kick. Hitbox startup has been changed 12 frames to 14 frames. So slower to startup, but the advantage on hit has been increased. So that's what, I mean, strange. Okay. Interesting. I'm going to play with these. These are some strange changes. Crouching light punch. Hitbox has been expanded forward. Better range on his crouching light punch. Crouching medium punch. Slower to start up. They slowed down all the startups on all of his normals. That's really interesting. The motion start point has been moved for. Okay, standard counter hit bug fix. Crouching medium kick. 1 frame startup, slower, but a little bit better on advantage and on hit, on block. This is really interesting. Crouching heavy kick, damage distribution has been changed so that crouching heavy kick into V trigger gives you more damage. Motion start timing on V trigger cancels 1 frame faster on hit only, so you get 1 better frame advantage on V trigger cancel, which means you might get better combos. V-trigger. When active, canceling into moves that require charges. Oh, okay. So he's like Necalli and Bison. Once you've activated V-trigger, you don't need to charge if you cancel into moves. So in other words, if you do stand, you can walk up, stand medium punch into Nishi Q, walk up, stand medium punch into the Sohojo or whatever the sleeves were called. The V reversal has motion recovery is faster now. Nirenko, advantage on hit has been changed from -2 to 0. The hell is Nirenko? Nirenko is, where he's reaching forward with the sleeves. Let me do it this way so you guys can see it. Boom, boom. So that's the, so now it's 0 on hit. Senpu Kuga, which is the coward crouch into kick, has now been changed from 5 frames to 6 frames. So they increased this on a lot of things just so his normals being slowed down, they still combo. Nikankyaku. The Nikankyaku is the command dash. Priority of commands has been set higher than Ryo Benda. So that way, if you're charging back and you want to do into that move, you'll actually get it as opposed to getting Ryo Bender by accident instead of the dash cancel. So that's really, really nice. That's really nice. Change it so that the character faces the opponent when canceling the motion with Senpukuga off of Nikankyaku's. Change it so the character faces the opponent when canceling the motion with Senpukuga. Oh, that's right. You can cancel the end of it with the coward crouch. But I guess now if you do it behind them and cancel the coward crouch, he'll turn around and can kick the other direction now. So that actually might be nice. That'll give him some better mix-ups potentially. Medium Nikankyaku. So this is the medium command dash. Recovery has been decreased by 1 frame. Interesting. Was it worse than the other ones? No, they just made it equal to the light kick one. Interesting. Nishikyu. So standard fireball change. EX Nishikyu recovers 3 frames faster. Damage has been increased. Advantage on hit has been changed to +3. Advantage on block has been changed to -1. So definitely better than before. Ryo Benda, the medium Ryo Benda, the hitbox active frames have been changed. Wow, medium kick Ryo Benda lasts way longer now. 60 frames to 80 frames. And the heavy Ryo Benda is a little bit longer, but it lasts now from 100 to 120 frames. Huh, interesting, interesting. And then the Shishiriri which is the critical art. Has the startup has been changed to 10 frames, so it hits faster. Here we go, Laura. Laura, who from what I've heard is now is the stuff of legends now. From all the improvements that I've heard about her. Let's see how it goes. Hurtbox, blah, 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 standard changes. Forward throw, standard changes. Back throw, standard changes. Change to the collision box doesn't move forward during, oh, okay. Standing light kick. Hurtbox around the hitbox has been expanded forwards and downwards and decreased upwards. So easier to sweep the standing light kick. It'll get beat by crouching medium kicks easier. Standing medium punch, hurtbox during 1 frame to 3 frames of motion has been expanded forward. So easier to hit standing medium punch. Standing medium kick, now 1 frame faster startup, 1 frame better on hit, and worse on block by 1 frame. Interesting. Standing heavy punch is now a 4 frame advantage instead of a 3 frame advantage, which will probably give her new combos, I would imagine. Yeah, standing light kick, crouching light kick are 4 frames, crouching light punch are 4 frames. So that's going to give her some new combos at point blank range. Standing heavy kick, hurtbox during 1 through 7 of motion have been expanded forward. Easier to hit during startup. Hurtbox 1 frames before the hitbox has been expanded forward. Again, easier to hit before the move comes out. On crush counter, just slightly less advantaged. Crouching light punch. Motion courage. Okay, so a little bit longer on whiff, but no change on hit or block. Increased hit stun on hit by 1 frame, but no change on it. That's a weird one. Okay, but no change to the plus or minus. Crouching light kick is now, whoa, it used to be -2, it is +1. So if you block her crouching light kick, you have to respect her. You have to respect her. Crouching medium punch. Hurtbox is suspended forward, easier to hit before it comes out. Hitbox during 2 frames of activation has been decreased upwards. So hitbox during 2 frames of activation has been decreased upwards. So harder to hit above the head. It can low profile things a little bit better. Crouching medium kick, upwards hitbox has been decreased. Crouching heavy kick, through decreased damage, standard change. Jumping medium kick, standard change, hitbox has been decreased. Dual crash, the standing medium punch to medium kick. Advantage on hit has been changed from +1 to +2. Twist barrage, this towards heavy punch to heavy punch. The second one is a little bit faster. In-air combo limit has been relaxed. What the hell does that mean? Does that mean it juggles now? I don't know what that means. Okay. V-skill, the Volti line. Less damage. Less stun. But on hit has been changed to +2. On V-trigger version has been changed to +3. Which means standing light punch is going to combo after her V-trigger, after her V-skill in V-trigger. So her overhead is super scary now. And on all the setups where she can hit you with that overhead on meaty, she's going to be even more plus, so she can combo into some sick damage. That's going to be scary. However, when the hitbox is active, they have added some hurt boxes around the leg, so you can hit it a little bit easier. Expanded the hurt box around legs upwards and forwards while the hitbox is active. So they tried to make it easier to hit, but this move is so much better now. So much better. V reversal, slower startup, and I guess knocks people further back. Thunderclap, standard fireball change. Meter gain now increases per level though. EX Clap has increased juggle potential, so it can bounce people a little bit more. Strengthened limitation on in-air combo when used during in-air combo. Thanks! So EX Thunderclap has a strengthened limitation on in-air combo when used during in-air combo. The Light Bolt Charge extended the hitbox active frames from 3 to 4, so one more active frame, easier to get meaties. Medium Bolt Charge decreased the damage. Advantage on hit has been changed. 9 frames. Oh, to Split River. Okay. So when she hits you with the follow-up, she gets way more advantage than she used to get. Holy crap. So the punch follow-up gives you 18 frames of advantage. So she has way more advantage after that. So now you might actually have to deal with real mix-ups. Oh, God. Plus. Dang. Okay. Dang. Huh. So medium Bolt Charge into Rodeo Break. Advantage on hit is 18 frames. So they universalized. Okay, so what they wanted to do was make them the same. But it didn't make sense because one of them switched sides and the other ones kept you on the same side. So it kind of like pushed the desire to use one over the other, but... Sunset Wheel, which is her command grab. The startup has been changed, so now her spinning pile driver, her command throw is as fast as a spinning pile driver. Increased damage for all of them. Increased critical art meter gain. And okay, so this is the counter hit change. The V-trigger version of it, also faster. 2 frames have been removed from recovery after hit, so during V-trigger, she has more advantage. The stun damage increased just a tiny bit. Increased critical art, decreased distance after hit. So in V-trigger, if she gets you with the command throw, she's closer. And same thing with that counter hit universal change. EX Sunset Wheel. So the EX command throw, hitbox has been, so it hits 1 frame faster, recovers 2 frames faster after hit, increased stun damage for both versions, now has projectile invincibility at the start of it, and then same thing with the standard counter hit change. Alright, so Laura is definitely better. I don't know if it's that much better, but it's better. It's good now. So the fact that it can actually go through projectiles is kind of scary. Alright. Alex. Actually, this is all the DLC characters. Let me take another break, and when I come back, I'll go through the last 6 characters real fast. So, guys, I will be right back. Whew.